喂喂喂，你看，试一下。
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? 我觉得你要去拿 YouTube 软件去看才知道。
你位置对吗？我坐过来一点。
现在是已经在播了吗？
我看一下。
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? 但是它好奇怪，斌哥，就是我在这儿换屏幕，你这儿不能切，你这只是固定的屏啊。你看我屏已经拉到这儿了，我屏幕已经变到这儿了，然后你在这儿还是这个图。
对啊，我截的是那个呀，我截的是浏览器啊。OK 的，你随便调吧，你不用管了。对。
但是之前我们对我，但是我们之前
没事，你就看着，就是你就看不到自己是吧？
不是，我是说这个东西能动，跟我实时的我读哪条新闻，它就能展示哪个页面呀，不应该是这样的吗？
不是。
它应该是这个能，我读的是什么，它能看到呀？
对，可以看得到的呀。
可是我在读这一条了。
不是，因为它有滞后呀。
滞后这么多吗？你看你的手都在这儿了，它还滞后呢？你看看，我觉得它就是没动。是不是场景这儿？是这样的吧？我觉得应该是，就是这半边是显示器才行。我觉得这样对了，上次好像就是这样。然后我们把这个隐藏，就是你把这个隐藏过去就行，拉到那边。就你看这样就出来了，可以了。然后明天下载 Ad Blocker 啊，这都是 advertising。别乱。开始吗 ？Hello everyone. Have you guys wake up yet? It's the time for the morning news. If you haven't got your coffee ready, get it ready. We are going to talk about what's happening in Chinese NEV new market. I haven't seen you guys for a while. I'm back now. Now, if you're watching now, we're going to do the live stream on every Tuesday and Thursday, both TT. So it's easy to remember. 2 times a week, I'm going to here to talk about breaking news. Well, probably sometimes are more interesting, sometimes are huge shocking. Let's see what's happening in the car industry. Right, officially we are starting now. Hello guys, it's your morning time about the CNN news, and let's have a look for the first news. Fact box: what are the advantages of neon battery swap station? Neon presents 9 advantages of its own battery swap station at the Neon Power Days 2023 event of the July 20, saying they would be the officially wandering from the company. And I mean, wait, it was the advantage of the neon swap station, right? What are they worried about? The advantage of the battery swap are often mentioned that described different by the different people. Neon shows 9 advantage of battery swap station at the third Neon Power Day event on July 20, says they would be the officially wonder from the company. Here's are the 9 advantages of the battery swap station as mentioned by Neon. As fast as refueling, it takes 3 minutes for the vehicle to replace the dead battery for the fully charged one, replacing in energy faster than charging. The owner only needs the time to listen in a sound to get it back on the road and fully charged. But the problem about this is because it's too short, right? 3 minutes. You think about how long does it take you to go to the toilet? 5 minutes. So people will think, okay, let me just sit in the car for 3 minutes. So let's just sit in the car for 3 minutes. But do you know how hot it is in China? Honestly, it's 40 degrees. I can't even bear with walking on the road but imagine when they swap, they say only 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes you sit in the car when and sweating inside. This is what happening. I see, so some people think, oh, maybe it's not that convenient, but it's definitely an advantage if you are in a rush, and if you get used to the fast speed life. A second advantage will be no male age anxiety. Battery swap station help eliminate male age anxiety and can give owners that confidence to go anywhere around. Imagine that only 3 minutes you can swap the stations, you can swap the battery with fully charged. Why would people care about male age, right? So maybe in the future I don't need to the cars can be like less heavy because I don't need to worry about male age. That's a very good advantage. As for the July 20, Neon had 1,564 battery swap stations in China and said it will continue to developing battery swap stations to cover urban area and highway. And the third one will be more comfortable than charging. When charging electric vehicle, owners usually need to go outside the vehicle and connect it and the charging port platform performance, including scanning the QR code. In contrast, Neon car owners do not need to get out of the car and perform and operate when enjoying the battery swap system. It is very comfortable, only in the good weather. So I guess if you guys in Europe or in the California, you got all season cooling weather. Why would you worry about this, right? It's all dependent in the cities. But I do give this point, it is much more comfortable than just go out to do all the complicated work by yourself. The fourth will be flexibility to use different battery It's flexible to use all the different ones, so you don't need to go to a specific one. Neon owner can choose a standard range battery pack from their daily use. You don't need to worry about, I need to go to highway, I need to the huge battery life, because the battery station is everywhere. And when they need a longer range battery, they can flexible upgrade the longer range one, which means you can adapt your car whenever you want. The flexibility means the Neon owner has lower cost of the vehicle ownership, exactly like I said before. The fifth will be lower vehicle purchase threshold. When purchase a Neon vehicle, customer can buy just the body and rent the battery pack. That's very interesting. Because today as I was reading the news with my boss, I asked, what does means the fully price with a battery? Because I never buy a car with a battery. What is that? Is it a toy car? You need to buy the battery separate, or because the cars, electric cars like the toy car, you need to buy the battery like the tube separate. It looks like the Neon car is more like a huge fancy toy for the rich people. You can even buy the battery separately. By purchasing a Neon vehicle with less battery pack, you can use up to RMB 128,000, which is $17,830 of the purchase price. Wow, that's a huge discount. Wait, let me see. 128,000. That's the price you can buy a Wuling Mini in China. They took off the price of like a whole car. Wow. Imagine that is the future. Imagine, okay guys, I have to say, I like to think about a lot, but what if in the future, all the cars are universal? It's like you buy the battery separate, but the car model, the car body, it's all universal. That would be a beautiful, bright future, right? Okay, back to the topics. 6. More frequent battery testing ensures the safety. Each time of the owner replace the battery swap station will induce a safety inspection of the vehicle's classic and battery that eliminate the potential safety hazard, including the outside of battery pack in a timely manner. True, because they need to check the battery every time. What's you worry about the most? Because the other day I was talking to my grandma. I'm doing the industry of electric car. The only thing she said is, what is it explode? Because a few years ago, this is like when the smartphone just launched. People worry about what if the phone explode, and that actually happened quite a lot. Do you guys remember the first few years of Huawei, Xiaomi, or the new Chinese phone, and they try to make it cheap, or even the fake version of it that end up explode in your pocket? I remember reading this news that kids lost their eye or something damaged, and this may be happening the same with the older generation worry about is that safe for the electric cars, because pretty much you're just sitting in a huge chunk of the battery, like the butter pack, right? But this one, they can make sure you change, because you change it very frequently. They make sure every time you change it, it's safe for you. And the 8th one will be more conventional batteries recycling. NEON's battery swap station describes the life of the vehicle and the life of the battery, which is more condensive of the batteries recycling. That's also true. They can just collect the old battery and exchange it for the new one. Interactions with a power grid. Battery swap station is not only provide vehicle owner with a fully charged battery, but also energy storage facilities that can take advantage of lower electricity price at night. Do you guys have the same? I'm not really sure, because I never thought about living in London for all the time. I didn't know they have the different price for the daytime. And
斌哥，面光不行。
小一点。OK。
面光不够。
这样。
一半脸都是黑的。
你这样还能回去吗？可以的。你这样试一试。
Here's are the 12 advantage swap station I
头发
listed by Xin.
对，头发往后撸一点，对。
As fast as
脸黑的。
refueling, it takes 2.5
原因是
minutes
因为那个呀，他头发遮着呀。
to replace the battery in a
这里
vehicle.
光打的有点。
And if you add the time for parking and self-testing, the whole process takes less than 5 minutes. Here is a real review from the Neon car owner Xin. She said, as fast as refueling, it takes only 2.5 minutes to replace the battery in a vehicle. If you add the time for parking and self-testing, the whole process takes less than 5 minutes. No matter how fast charging technology development, the battery swap technology is still observing the advantage. More commercial than refueling. Vehicle owner does not get out of the car process of using battery swap station, but the whole process can be complete automatically with a one-touch operator. It takes. And Second, she say, more convenient than refueling. Vehicles owners do not need to get out of the car in the process of using battery swap, and the whole process can complete automatically with one touch operator in the car and starting getting the service. Vehicle refueling and charging need the operating outside the vehicle, and high power charging gun is heavy, making the expensive even worse in the cold weather. Battery swap station has a clean queuing machine where most charging stations are very disorganized when unguided. That's true, because the other day I do my boxing just outside my boxing gym. There's a neon station. I didn't see a single people standing outside to help the car. I was almost wondering, is that automatically? Is that a no human contact free power charging station? I mean, I didn't get a closer look, but it's pretty true. User and third one will be user pay less for the battery. User have more choice for battery with 75 kilowatt packs available in the urban area and larger capacity packs available in short-term return for the longer trips. Battery are the most costly component of the electric vehicle, and for vehicles that doesn't support battery swap, owner has to buy a long miles package, which is the wasteful. New owner can also purchase the body only and list the battery, lower the vehicle's purchase and the price, and gives them more options. Customer who choose the last of the battery with the purchase of the vehicle will have a lower purchase threshold of the RMB 70,000 or RMB 12,800 and will be able to pay a monthly battery renting fee. The fourth will be no need to worry about the battery quality. For vehicle that doesn't support battery swap station, batteries are extremely expensive to maintain and replace if they are problem. NEON will ensure that all batteries in the battery swap station system are in a healthy state. So if the owner find a problem with the battery after using for a period of time, they can just change it as a battery swap station. For me, this is the most important so far as I read, because I share with you my own experience, okay? I guess this is only in China because also touring around Asia, Chinese people using the most electric vehicle. I say vehicle because that's including electric bike. Ever since I was a little kid, my parents always have electric bike, and there's a huge reason behind it. First, electric are very cheap in China. Well, consider in Vietnam, Thailand, I know the motorcycle are the most popular way, right? But in China, it's always electric vehicle. And since I was kids, I see how my parents buying them. Let's say if you spend 2,000 yuan to buy an electric bike, and every year, especially if you live in the north, okay, it can be super cold, it's next to Russia. And if you live in the north, like Beijing area, every year in the winter, it's half discounted. And what happened after 2 or 3 years using the battery? You need to change it. And guess how much is the battery price? Trust me, it's more than half. So pretty much you're paying 1,200 to replace the battery, and only 2,000 to buy the full price. Think about it's like iPhone earphone, right? If you lose it, you pay more than half price to replace one. So which means back to the neon car, it's very useful because you make sure the battery is healthy stage, and when you replace it, it's not getting very old, and the cover price will not be paid by you. And the fifth will be better battery safety, as I just covered. Let's check out another news. Men apologize for paying demand for posting tens of thousands of insult against Neon. Okay, don't know why, but alright, that's only for Neon news. Let's have a look what's happening in other brands. This is interesting. China to be the center of Mercedes' next EV offensive. Starting in 2025, CEO said. Last month, there was rumor that Mercedes-Benz would build its next generation model based on Neon standard, though that was quickly denied by Neon. Mercedes is going to learn from Neon. I do like the wheelbase. German luxury car maker Mercedes-Benz has high hopes from the Chinese market despite a weak sales performance for the time being. China will be absolutely at the center of Mercedes-Benz's next wave of the electric offensive, which will begin in 2025 with the new architecture. Its CEO Ole ChinaNEVNews told German Automotive magazine. To do this, we must master electric proportions just as perfect as digitalized. That's what all customers expect, ChinaNEVNews said, according to the July 2023 story in the Auto Show. Mercedes-Benz is receiving a model plan for China based on the upcoming MB.EA platform to make sure that better meet the local customer need, especially in terms of space and digital content. The report said, another exclusive. According to the Mercedes-Benz stage preserved in 2021, all of its new car platform will produce only electric vehicle from 2025. Wow! They're going to cancel the fuse cars? Mercedes remain one of the top 3 players in China premium car marketing. Between July 1st and July 16, Mercedes sold 31,700 units in China, the highest among premium brands, according to the figure shared by Li Auto. Audi was 27,400 units and BMW at 24,300 for the period. You see here what's happening is the old luxury brand are beating Chinese new force. I think we did a video about it. If you haven't seen it, please link the video and check it out. We are talking about the real behind the reason about why BMW sells so much. In here they mentioned in 24,300, right? I can give you a little spell. Right, and it's because they lower the price. So if it sells for 350,000, nobody buy it. But if you sell for 250,000, everybody want it. Because after all, it's still BMW. However, the German car makers are generally lagging behind in China's fast-growing new energy vehicle market. In the January-June period, BYD sold 1,154,573 new NEVs, including battery electric vehicle and plug-in hybrid, the highest in retail sales of the NEV in China. According to China Passengers Car, Tesla was second with the 2,940 2012 unit, and Neon was 10th, was the 54,561 according to the NEV sales recording and CPCA, which Mercedes-Benz and BMW and Audi are failing to make. Last month, there was remained that the Mercedes-Benz would use Neon's battery swap station network and build its next generation mode based on Neon standard. However, rumors are quickly denied by Neon. Let's have a look about what's HFZ going. Ooh, Hi-Fi Y. Hi-Fi to start delivery Hi-Fi Y on July 29th. Get 2,000 firm order in the past week. This is Hi-Fi Y. With what they say, suicide door. Like all the Tesla and supercars that have this kind of door. My colleague just said she really not big fan of this car, of this kind of style. I like it. It's give a sporty luxury looking. Chinese premium electric vehicle making humor horizontal. Okay, that Hi-Fi means humor horizontals. Human horizontal Hi-Fi brand will begin delivering the Hi-Fi Y in China this weekend. Has announced how the new model has performed since the launch. You guys feel like all the tech boys, whoever loves the new modern technology, they really like the last part of the alphabet. Because I believe the Elon Musk just changed Twitter to X. Why? Like, they really has obsessed with this letter from XYZ. Look at the Hi-Fi. Hi-Fi have X, Hi-Fi X has Y, Hi-Fi Z. It's just really interesting. People don't like ABC anymore. That's just show how they have the high technology. Anyway, Hi-Fi Z will begin deliver the Hi-Fi Y and its first Chinese customer of July 29th, the company's brand and communication manager Xu Bin said in the Weibo. Oh, by the way, if you don't, a little shared culture in China, Weibo is like a Chinese Twitter. So everything they launch from the official news, and pretty much all the young generation know the Chinese news from Weibo. In the past week, the Hi-Fi Y received 2,000 firm order and moved on more than 50,000 purchase intensive, Xu said. The number of available vehicles for the test drive in showroom has very tight, and Hi-Fi is currently accelerating the process of making vehicles available in the storage of the schedule. More test drive increase the order conversion rate of the Hi-Fi Y, he said. You guys want to see the real car of this? If you haven't subscribed us, leave the comments and subscribe with us, okay? I will do the test drive very soon. If you guys want to see it, let's see how many people are demanding for it. Of the firm order of Hi-Fi Y, the average age of the customer is around 35 years old, with more than 65% of them being family user, he said. Surprising? Around 35? I mean, surprised but not surprised. I was saying Hi-Fi brand is more for younger generation, but look at the age 35, it's quite young, right? But with family. Let's have a look for the car back. Yeah, I can see plenty of space. It's perfect with kids. I guess kids will love this kind of doors, right? You can jump out. How many kids will actually open this part of the door and jump out? They will just from the window, from the top to the ceiling, right? It's just simply great. And so most of the people are in the 65% of them has kids. Among the 2,000 customer people who was originally BMW, Mercedes-Benz and Audi owner, according for the highest percentage. Oh, I would thought about that because these three brands are kind of luxury brands, and most people will go from here. And yeah, especially Mercedes-Benz owner said Xu. Of the customers of test drive, the Hi-Fi Y, 85% say the model met the expectations, and their favorite was the handling, the quiet of the handling, the quietness of the car, and the smart cockpit with 3 screens, Xu said. On July 15th, Hi-Fi launched the Hi-Fi Y SUV, the company's third model from the ultra-luxury Hi-Fi X and Hi-Fi Z. The model is currently available in 4 varieties and starting price of RMB 339,000, which is $47,060, and also RMB for 300. Okay, I just realized this is much less than I thought. It's less than 40,000, like 400,000. Okay, and RMB 3,690,000, RMB 399,000, RMB 449,000, respectively. I wonder what's the difference between them. Nowadays the Hi-Fi Y is the lowest price model launched by the brand so far. Yeah, that's why I got surprised. It is the cheapest one. The lowest price, let's don't say cheap, because that's not cheap. And by the brand so far, a move that it seems as they're trying to enter the mainstream premium EV market. The Hi-Fi Y measured the Hi-Fi Y measured 4,939 millimeters in length, 1,958 millimeters wide, and 1,658 millimeters in height, with the wheelbase of 2,950 millimeters. It is two less expensive version provided by a single motor with a maximum power of 247 kilowatts. which can accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 6.9 seconds. Both versions has a battery pack capacity with 76.6 kilowatts and CLTC range of 560 kilometers. The version with a starting price of RMB 399 is also powered by the single electric motion motor of 247 kW of the maximum power can accelerate from 0 to 100 in 6.8 seconds. It comes with 115 kW battery packs and CLTC range of 812 and 810 km. So the different prices for the different battery capacity. The highest price version of Hi-Fi Y comes in dual motor with the additional front motor of 100 to 124 kilowatt maximum power and can accelerate from 0 to 100 per hour 4.7 seconds. It comes with 115 kilowatt battery packs and CLTC range of 765 kilometers. I mean, it is really that short? If you told me this a few years ago or with a gasoline car, it is amazing short. But I guess nowadays many electric cars can achieve this much, right? Isn't 5 seconds is the normal reach? Let's not talk about the super cheap like Wuling cars. But with cars about 200,000 to 300,000, they mostly can achieve for less than 5 seconds, right? But I guess this is a big SUV, the car is heavy. So yeah, if I'm buying the car, definitely not for the exaggerate 0 to 100 kilometers for the speed. I would buy for the technology. Like he mentioned, there was a screen and a space. I definitely love the way they open the door. And yeah, that's for the Hi-Fi Y. So what else are we seeing here? Let's move on to the last news of the day. Hi-Fi Y, Chinese tech firms transfer it's a little bit. BYD, French auto part making favor build sets a separate part in Thailand. Okay, they're building separate part in Thailand. BYD, we already talked about BYD Li Xiang auto film store that start using same Chinese name decade ago. Wait, what? Li Xiang, Li Auto, Sure Auto. This is a little bit interesting for me. Li Auto Su's auto film store that start using the same Chinese name decade ago. The auto film store, which was founded in 2012, it began using Li Auto to stop using the word Li Xiang and pay compensative of 1.2 million yuan. Li Auto is suing an auto film store because the company has using the Chinese name, even though the latter used the name earlier. What? Okay. Li Auto is an auto film store which is based in Linyin in East China, Shandong province, and trademark infringement and unfair competition, claiming 1.2 million yuan. According to several local media reported over the weekend. That doesn't make any sense. The other company using this name earlier than them, why are they suing them? Electric vehicle company asking the court to order the owner of the auto museum store to immediately stop infringing the Li Auto's registered trademark, including immediately ceasing the using of the logo and has identical of similar Li Auto's Chinese name in the store of the storefront and in turn and on its social media platform. Li Auto demand that later change its business name and the changing name should not contain the word Li Xiang. The auto film store opened in 2012 and the name including Li Xiang because it's the child name of the store owner of Mr. Zhu, according to the January 2023 reported by Isa. This one, the store seems product that have nothing to do with Li Auto. Miss John can't understand Li Auto moves to make the claim, according to the report. That is, I mean, okay. I don't know if is this the car about the filmmaker? It does looks very similar. And a few years ago, we talked about BYD, the story behind BYD. So there's too many when BYD started making their own brand. There was too many brand registered with this name because Li Xiang is a very popular word, I would say, in China, and it's like a dream. It means your dream, right? Your ambitions, and now they are taking the space. But I still don't think it's fair. But it's just a little bit gossip about this Li Xiang. What's wrong with Li Auto? Li Auto is cool. Li Xiang is. Can foreigners? Can you guys even pronounce about the Chinese opinion? Anyway, that was funny. And that's for today's news. If you like today's news, please subscribe to us. I will be here at the same time on Thursday, and we will cover by Neon, BYD, Tesla, Xpeng, Li Auto, and other Chinese brand. Maybe there will be new Chinese brand. Do you guys know Auto? The Huawei is going to make their own car as well. So do looking forward to hear more news from China because it's everything updates so fast. I think I did a video last month about Hi-Fi Y, and now they have a new one. Can't wait to test it. Okay, that's for today's live show. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe me so you can see me again on Thursday. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.